All right, let's take a quick last sip of my Herbalife. And we're ready to go. Want to bounce off the walls like a freak, like me? Carry one of these jugs with you everywhere you go. Keep it filled up at all times. Right now I have in here our herbal tea, our Liftoff, and a little bit of H3O, which is for hydration, has a little bit of sugar when you need a little extra sugar. I usually use it before a workout or whatever. I'll be actually working out with you guys at the 4:15 boxing class, so I'm getting my little little pre-workout Herbalife kick right here before we get started. Because I'm not freak enough, so I need a little more to make me bounce off the walls. Anyway, so here we are again. It's our third episode. If you made it this far with us, if you're already here for the third week in a row, then I don't know what to tell you. I guess you have nothing better to do than watch a freak babble for like 20, 25 minutes. But anyway, I'm Steve Eckert from Peak Physique Personal Training, Bootcamp, and Boxing in Nanuet in Rockland County. We're Rockland County's #1 weight loss and fitness training center. Today we're going to go over a bunch of things. First, we're going to recap last week's, we go over a review of last week's program, like the broadcast we did. We went over our 15 core values. Then I have a little surprise for the men out there, for our members that are men in the gym. We have that at the end. We'll go over that later. Hopefully you don't forget about that. Pretty important. Then we have a new board that's going to be going up in the gym, hopefully by today. I'll explain all that. It's going to be called What's Your Why? It's going to say What's Your Why on it. We're going to go over that in detail. That's going to be the main focus of what we're doing today. So I'll explain that a little bit later. So we're also going to go over how to deal with those shit talkers in your life, those people that are trying to hold you back again when you're going for your weight loss and changing your life. And then we're going to also do some questions at the end. If you have questions, we have some questions that people emailed in already. We're going to go over those. If you have any questions here, you can put them right there on the bottom, and we'll go over those. So we're going to go right away quick. We're just going to do a quick, fast recap of what we went over last week, which was our 15 core values. Basically went deep into the core values last week, so I just wanted to give you all 15 again, as everyone can benefit from these, whether you're in our staff, one of our members, or just watching. You can benefit from every one of these in your gym and your fitness life, and also in your personal life on a daily basis. All 15 of these will help you, will literally change your life. So basically our core values here, we live and die by our core values. We're going to just run through them. We're not going to explain them. We did that in detail last week. So number 1 is to bring the fucking fire every second of every second. Number 2, service the fuck out of every person that walks in the door. Service each other, help each other out. Be the highlight of everyone's day when they come here. Treat them like gold. Number 3, treat this gym with respect like it's your house of worship. Number 4, treat everyone that comes in here like family, like this is their home, like where their weirdness and their craziness is normal and it fits in. Number 5, have fun, be crazy, be real, be yourself, have a sense of humor, and make people laugh. Number 6, results are important, but not as much as the culture and overall experience. Number 7, communicate clearly and fully transparent, no gossiping. Number 8, there's no such thing as a bad day in this gym. Leave that shit and drama at home. Don't bring that here. Number 9, lose your fucking ego. You can learn something new and positive from everyone that you meet. Number 10, to be a part of the team. Every single person that comes in here, staff and members, we rely on each other. Without one weak link, we're all going to fail. We're all not going to make it. Number 11, become a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. Number 12, overpromise and then overdeliver. Number 13, adapt and overcome. Don't crumble under the pressure. Find solutions rather than problems. Number 14, if you're always on your A game, then you never have to get on your A game. Basically, if you're always prepared, you never have to get prepared. And number 15, of course, never make any excuses and never accept any excuses. So if you live by this code like I do and like we all do here at Peak Physique, by our core values and live by this code, I guarantee it will fucking literally change your life in all areas. Personally, professionally, your health and fitness life, it'll change it immediately, guaranteed. So this leads us to our first question people ask that I first ask people when they come into our gym. First thing I ask them is, what's your why? Meaning, why are you coming in now? Why didn't you come in here a month ago or 6 months ago? Why now? We're going to go into this on a couple of different levels. But basically, I just ask them, why now? Why do you want to start this training program now? Why didn't you do it in the past? What stopped you from doing the past? What do you have coming up now? Usually something happened a lot deeper. They could say, oh, I have a wedding to go to in 3 months. Usually that's part of the story, but that's just bullshit covering up with the deeper, real reason for them getting started. And if someone tells me why not, that is just not a proper fucking answer, and I will never accept that as an answer. When I say, why now are you starting? And they say, oh, why not? Bullshit. I will not accept that as an answer. I want to know the real reason, because once we can figure out the real reason, we'll be able to help you, figure out what those problems are, and then find the solutions to those problems. That's what we do here, is find solutions to your problems. That's what we do on many different levels. So why do you really want to do this? And what is the real deep reason? Why do you want to change your health and your fitness lifestyle? Like the real fucking reason why you want to do it, not just the vacation you have coming up that you want to look good in a bathing suit, whatever. I'm talking about on a deeper level, like maybe that special man or woman or fucking goat or whatever you're into just doesn't look at you like the same way with that same sparkle in the goat's eye that they used to have when they look at you, and that's what you like, and you're feeling down about it. You're feeling depressed or something. So that's what I'm talking about on a deep level, not just, I have to go to a wedding or I have to go on vacation. There's more than that. You don't give a shit about the vacation. There's a lot more inside deep reason why you're doing this. And then I'll also ask them, and I want you to ask these questions yourself too while you're watching this. Ask yourself those same questions. Then also I'll ask them, how long has it been since you last had the body that you envision as your dream body? Whatever you envision as your dream lifestyle, your dream body, the way you want to look, the way you want to feel. How long has it been since you have lived like that or had that body? I asked that to someone recently. She told me her dream goal body was to weigh 125 pounds. So I asked her, how long has it been since you were at your dream weight of 125 pounds? She said, I've never been at that weight. So I was like, you weren't born at a fucking 126 pounds, so you know what I mean? But so how long has it been since you've been there? If you've never been there, obviously you want to get in the best shape of your life. But if your goal is to get 120 pounds, how long has it been? I want to know, has it been 3 months, 3 years? We have some people 30 years, 40 years. It hasn't been since junior high school or elementary school since they've been at their goal weight, and they're now in their 50s. But you know what? You follow the steps that we're talking about in the past couple of weeks, and the steps we're going over today, and some of the things we're going over today, and that's guaranteed going to happen for you. You follow those core values that we just went over, and I guarantee you're going to have success in everything you do, whether it's at work, your business, your personal life, your professional life, and certainly in the gym. That's a guarantee in the gym. I can guarantee you those things. So then I'll ask them if they can imagine how they would feel if they had the health, the body, and the lifestyle of their dreams. Imagine how it would positively impact your life. The next time you're thinking about cheating, or maybe you're having a weakness or cheating on your diet, just close your eyes and think about that same moment, how your life will be. How would you feel if you had the body of your dreams? Think of the confidence you would have. Then destroy those fucking thoughts of weakness. Just crush them. The thought of cheating on the food and eating something you know you shouldn't be eating. You know what's good and what's bad for the most part. We help you tweak it here and there, but when someone's eating a fucking cheeseburger, they know I'm not supposed to be eating this. It's not like they're not that stupid that they know that that's not good for them and that's not going towards what their goals are. So the next time you're about to have that moment of weakness, because that's all it is a moment of weakness. It's just a lapse in your discipline. That's all it is. Just close your eyes and envision what you're doing this for. What is your why? We're going to continue going into this what's your why thing here. That's kind of the theme here today. So who wants to know my why? I'm sure none of you really give a shit what my why is, but you know what? I'm going to share it with you anyway because I'm sitting here talking to myself, so why not? So first I'm going to cover my personal why, my health and fitness, why I actually do the exercise I do. Then I'm going to cover a little more of my professional why I do the way I do things with the gym and business and a couple, things like that. So now a couple weeks ago, I shared the why I opened up the gym, but that's not really what I'm talking about. That was really to give people, the why we opened the gym was to give people who felt they didn't fit anywhere else or couldn't get results anywhere else. We wanted to give them a family-like atmosphere, a culture, accepting them for their crazy asses and the crazy person that they were. But today I want to discuss when it comes to your own personal fitness training. Why do you want to do it? And your workouts. Why do you want to do it? So for myself, my fitness training, your why might also evolve over time. Your why might change, and that's going to be probably normal depending on where you are in your life and what you've accomplished. And once you get to that point, you're going to create a new why. You're going to keep evolving, and I'm going to show you the evolution of my why. So my why started when I was a kid, and I didn't want to get bullied on the playgrounds or whatever, right? So I just taught myself to be strong, quick, and just a mean little vicious motherfucker, and that translated well. When I grew up and I'm a teenager causing havoc out into the streets, that translated well to that, right? So I would just love to lift weights and practice fighting and getting into fights just to survive this stupid shit I was doing, running around the streets as a teenager. So then once I joined the Marine Corps, I became a squad leader pretty quickly. And then eventually you have a ton of men underneath you that you're in charge of, and you're responsible for them passing different tests or whatever. So now once I joined the Marine Corps, my why evolved. So eventually those men underneath me, I got myself certified as a personal trainer. That's when I actually got certified while I was on active duty in the Marine Corps, just because I wanted to learn how to train myself and learn how to train my Marines. So now my why of why did I exercise became just to be an example to my Marines and to learn how to train the Marines to get to the highest levels of physical fitness as they needed. So I guess in the Marine Corps, my why was to be a better leader and to prepare myself and my fellow Marines that were under me, and even the ones above me. I would start, training them too. Just because they're above me doesn't mean I couldn't help them out and train them. Like that white belt mentality we talked about, and learning something from everyone, no matter who you are or where you are, you can always learn something new from someone. So I'm helping people much higher rank than me with their physical fitness when I'm in the Marine Corps, right? So that was my why, to make myself and the fellow Marines more efficient and effective at what we're training to do. And that is to just fucking destroy the enemy, right? So my why was to make us all better killing machines, basically, for the most part. Make us better trained killing machines. So now it evolves again. So I have several reasons why I try to make myself better physically every single day. No matter what, I'm going to make myself better today than I was yesterday. As you can see from what I've talked about today and over the past couple weeks, and if you know me at all, whatever, from the past, I probably have a long list of people out there that would just like to take me down for whatever reason, would just like to beat my ass, stomp a mud hole in my ass, whatever, take me down. So the way I see it, I need to stay strong, fast, sharp, and just fucking vicious. No matter who you are, or you're always surrounded by enemies. Whether you think they are or not, there are people around you ready to take you down. So that's the way I see it. I'm always want to be prepared for those long list of people, and they're all out there. So just fuckers that are out there, just get in line, because you're probably at the end of the line of that long ass line. So just get in line if you're on line to take me out. But whatever. Anyway, my biggest why of why do I want to stay physically fit and stay in shape, of why I train myself so hard and so disciplined and follow such strict nutrition, is not so I will look halfway decent or whatever. That is usually a byproduct of training hard, is you're going to maybe look somewhat decent, that someone might think looks decent, but I don't really give a shit about that. That will be a byproduct of it. But it is really to show the discipline, self-worth, and confidence, and what you're capable of doing and what you're capable of achieving in yourself and believing in yourself, that I want to show to my kids, So they aren't so fucked up like I was when I was a kid, and they could be, a little bit different mindset than I had when I was a kid and not go through some of the stupid shit that I went through. So that's really for them. And then on top of that is to be fit and be able to keep up with our clients. I can't expect my clients to do some torturous freaking medieval torture chamber workout if I can't even do it myself. So I need to stay on top of my game, right? If I want to be a leader, I'm going to lead by example. Like I always say, I'm going to be the first boots on the ground. I'm going to be the last boots back into the chopper when it comes time for it. So I'm going to lead by example, the tip of the spear, heading right into the fire, leading you guys into the fire. So I need to stay ahead of the game, and I need to stay fit and strong and energetic and athletic to help you guys out and show you guys the way. And like I said, to show my kids the way. And they're just going to be super freaks when they get older, because they already are super freaks. So I have a special way that I gauge my own progress and improvement, a little different than most people. Although I lift weights and I go running or whatever, I do all the basic fitness stuff that people do, I couldn't give two shits about how much I bench press or how much I squat. Someone asked me on the questions that's at the bottom. I could get to the question. I'm gonna get to one question now. Someone said to me, "How much can you bench?" You know what? I don't give a shit how much I could bench. You know why? Because that's not what's important to me. I'm going to show you exactly what's important to me. That means nothing to me. I judge my progress on, can I whoop my own ass from yesterday? Can I whoop my own ass from a year ago? Can I whoop my own ass from 10 years ago? That's what matters to me. That's what marks improvement for me and gauges my progress. Now, I'm not only talking about physically whooping my own ass. Can I whoop my own ass mentally, strategically? Can I out-hustle my former self, the weaker version of myself? Can I outwork them, outgrind them, outthink them? If the answer ever becomes no to any of these questions, that's when I know it's time to reevaluate the situation and operate at a different type of level and start going in a different direction in what I'm doing with myself and my training and to keep that progress going. So how much can I bench press? I have no fucking clue how much I can bench press, and I don't give a shit how much I can fucking bench press. When I was like 19 to 22 years old, I could probably bench press 300 and something pounds. Can I do that now? No, I probably can't even come close to benching 300 something pounds. But you know what? The version of me today, I will whoop his fucking ass, that 20-year-old punk that was benching 300 pounds. I will kick his ass. So I don't really give a shit how much I bench press. Can I whoop my own ass from yesterday? That is how I judge my progress. So I'm not concerned about how much I bench. Of course I do lift weights, obviously, and I want to progress and get better and stronger and better endurance and more athletic, but I don't really give a shit how much can I bench press. So I could say with absolute certainty I can whoop my own ass from yesterday, because I know I can. I know I'm improving every day mentally and physically. I know I can whoop my ass from last year, from a year ago. Even though I'm getting old as shit, I don't give a shit. I'll still, every year, I plan to be able to whoop my own ass from the year before. Can I whoop? I already said I could whoop that 22-year-old. I was a young Marine, 21, 22, 23 years old, bench pressing 300-something pounds. You know what? I will still whoop his ass today. I don't give a shit. I will certainly beat the shit out of that teenage version of myself when I was a teenager running around wild in the streets, just a wild punk. I will stomp a mud hole in his ass like nothing. That's what ultimate improvement and progression is to me. I will outpower, outwit, outmaneuver, outsmart, outfucking just vicious that little shit from back then, from when I was a teenager. No problem, guaranteed. And that's how I gauge my progress. So now I want to go even to the step further, take it a step further and talk about what is my why more professionally, not just why do I want to exercise and be fit and healthy. We went over that already. It's really to lead you guys, to be an example to my kids and show them exactly how it's done, let them know the value of discipline. But that goes right into the same answers for my professional why is the same reason. But if I go into your why, I want you to go into your why in your personal life, your professional life, your fitness life. Why do you want to get in shape? Your why in your job. Why do you grind? Why do you do what you do? Why do you bust your fucking ass every day going to your job that you go to? And to tell you the truth, if you're at a job or in an industry that you don't have a passion for, that you don't look forward to performing every day at your best and then outperforming yourself and just bringing the fire every second of your job, if that's not what you think of the second your feet hit the floor in the freaking morning, then you're just draining the life out of yourself. You're just wasting your time. You're just wasting a life. You need to figure it out, get your shit together, and just fucking move on from that and figure out, follow a different passion. Find something that's going to work for you. You're just going to ruin your life. You're going to waste your life with that shit. But that's a whole nother side subject. Anyway, this is going to hold you back. So you need to figure out what your why is physically and professionally. Because again, if you're draining yourself in something you can't stand doing every single day for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you're going to hold yourself back. You're never going to reach your why physically or professionally because you're just living in misery. So you need to cut that shit and figure it out and make a switch, make a change if you have to. Find a fork in the road and take it. So like I said, I already went into gruesome detail why I started Peak Physique. We did that a couple weeks ago. It's recorded there. You can rewatch that. That was a shit show as usual. But anyway, I wanted to go into the why of the behind the scenes. Why do I work so hard? Why am I so focused? Why am I so disciplined when I'm talking about business and work and running this gym here? And why do I strive to make things better every single day, as good as it gets? Why do I want to make it better? Why do I wake up at 3:45 a.m. every morning, 7 days a week? If I get up at 5 a.m., that's me sleeping in. That's me like oversleeping is 5 a.m. And that's 7 days a week. That's if I'm training, that's whether I'm training here at 5 a.m. in the morning or not. Doesn't matter. 7 days a week, I'm up at 3:45, just anytime between 3:45 and 5 a.m. in the morning. 7 days a week. So, and that, like I said, that's even if I'm not here coming in to torture you guys here in the morning. I'm still up making it happen, trying to put pieces into place to give you guys a better experience. So why do I do it? I do it because no one ever did it for me, probably, So I want to make sure I have the time, the energy, and the focus to provide for all of you the highest level of service and to provide for my kids and show them that the highest level of service and experience and results and fun and culture, all that stuff we talked about last week. I live and die for this place. I live and die to service all of you out there and all of you that come in here. I live and die for it. This is what I do. This is my life. This is all I have. I'm a loser. This is all I do all day. So I'm constantly striving to improve on the experience here, improve on the workouts, perfect the workouts, the atmosphere in here. That is my life, to bring the best option to all of you out there. That is my number one priority. Like I told you last week, or a couple weeks ago, it is to help 20,000 people in this area to lose weight, transform their lifestyle, and become a better version of themselves every day. 20,000 people by the year 2020. That's why I'm up at 3:45 in the morning fucking grinding every day, 7 days a week, making sure that I could bring it to you guys. I spent enough of my early fucking years shortening people's lives and ruining people's lives. So now it's the least I could do is now to, start making an impact and help people extend their lives after all the damage I've done in my life, probably. So much like exercise, I want to lead by example with my focus, my discipline to all of you and to my kids. So how can I not love what I do here at Peak Physique? How can I not love it? I mean, I'm surrounded by a bunch of freaks just like me. I get to wear my pajamas to work every day. How many jobs you get to go to work looking like this? I get to wear my freaking pajamas to work every day. So it's not really a bad fun gig anyway, right? So I get up early, the Marine Corps drilled that into my head and it just stuck and it works. So, but again, the real why of why professionally is to let my energy, my focus, my discipline to be an example to the two little monsters. The 3-year-old and a 5-year-old who can already appreciate the value of hard work and helping others and making an impact in someone's lives. So with my dedication being infectious to them, those 20,000 people that I wanted to help by 2020, that's just quadrupled, because these two little freaks are going to do everything 10 times better than me, because they already see it from such a young age. Me, from a young age, I was out there stealing food just to eat at 3 years old. They're out here seeing the focus and the discipline. They're already learning it. They're already helping out. They're already training themselves. They train each other. They work out together. They already understand everything that we do here and why we do it. One second. I think they're here. Maybe they want to join us. Come on. Tyson. Tyson. Let's go. Nick, come on. So here's one of the little monsters. All right, so come here, Tyson, come here. So let's ask him a couple quick questions. Can you see him? I don't even know if you can see him on there because it's blocked by some of those words that come up. There, stand up on the bench. So let's ask him a couple questions. Tyson, do you work hard?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Why do you work hard? So you can buy Legos. He works hard so he can buy Legos. I guess his why is to buy Legos. So let me ask you a question, both of you. M&M's. Broccoli. Let's see. Cake. Yeah, except you like cake, don't you? Yeah. But you still know that it's a Chicken. So let me ask you, if a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old know the answer to these questions, don't play effing dumb and act like you don't know the difference. So think about it. If my goal is to help 20,000 people, think about how many people that really I'm going to be able to impact with the help of these two freaks, because they are going to be 10 times more effective and impactful as I can. Because look at them. They're out of control. All right, go. Awesome. Revive. Revive. Jumping 5 off the bench. Nice. So, that's that. Let's see. Where are we? Got some questions there. We'll get some questions at the end. So, starting today or hopefully today, if it's going to be ready by this class, 1 second, I need a shot of my Herbalife. Because I'm not whacked out of my mind enough. I need this shit. Right? So starting today, we're going to have a board somewhere up by the entrance of the gym, a chalkboard. I'll try and run out now and get it before we even start this 4:15 class. I'm planning to work out with you guys at 4:15 in the class, in the trenches with you. But starting today, there's going to be a chalkboard at the entrance of the gym. I want all of you that come in, when you come in, each month, you could change it each month, you could change it each time you come in. Like I said, your why can evolve. But it's just going to say on the top, what's your why, right? So I want all you to write down your why on the board. It could be your physical why. Why do you here to work out? Why do you want to get in shape? It could be your professional, it could be personal why about that special goat that I mentioned earlier. That could be your why. You want to impress that goat of yours. Every time you walk in the gym, I want you to look at that fucking board and train with a sense of urgency. Like your fucking life depends on it. Because you know what? Your life doesn't depend on it. The fucking invasion is coming, and you need to be prepared for it. Whatever that invasion is for you, it's coming. You need to be prepared, and I want to know what's your why. I want to see on that 100 different whys. I'm going to get however big of a chalkboard we need to get. And then you could even, that why can evolve of yours. You can change it up each week, each month, whatever. I want to see all of it. You could put a couple of them on there, a couple of your whys, just 1 or 2 words. It doesn't have to be, don't put a fucking paragraph on there and take up the whole chalkboard, but you get the idea. But that leads to the next thing coming in the class. A problem that we have in here is people coming late. So starting today, we're going to have a new lateness policy for coming to the gym. Being late is unacceptable. It's disruptive to the class. It screws up the flow. You might have missed a warm-up, an explanation, a demonstration, and just straight screw up the whole flow of the class. So if you're late, you're going to need to figure it out. Where's that? We have some ball. Hold 1 second. Don't go anywhere. If any of you are even there. So for every minute that you're late coming into the gym, you're going to have to take a spin with this little ball here. And as you can see, it's backwards because it's Facebook, whatever, it'll tell you 10 squats, 10 crunches, 10 push-ups, 15 jumping jacks. Every minute that you're late to the gym, you need to roll this little whacked out dice, the amount one time per minute that you're late, and you need to perform whatever it says on here. Except it says, this shit I refuse to say. That will be scratched out for Squatos, obviously, because we know there's no such fucking thing as a burpee, right? Just only a YouTube freaks that just do that stuff, that learned how to work out on the internet and YouTube. So you're going to roll this one time for every minute you're late, and you're going to perform that, and that's going to be your warm-up. So we make sure you're going to get warmed up for your workout. On top of that, every minute that you're late, you're going to donate $1 to the charity of the month that we have. This month is going to be the American Legion, the Nyack Post of American Legion. So every time you're late, you're going to donate $1 for every minute, and you're going to roll this the amount of times for a minute and do these exercises as your warm-up. And then if you're more than 10 minutes late, you will not be able to join the class, because that's just unacceptable, and it's just not even safe, and you won't even know what's going on. You'll already missed a whole huge amount of it. So you better get your shit together and get here on time. Otherwise, you're going to be rolling the shit out of this dice, and you're going to take probably more time to do these exercises on here than it is for the workout itself. You're going to be shot by the time you finish this if you're 8-9 minutes late. Plus, you're going to have to donate $1 per minute to the charity of the month, which this month is going to be the American Legion. So get your shit together, get here on time. Unacceptable being late. Someone said they're leaving now. You better leave now to get here on time. What time is it? So you got a half hour to get your ass here, or you're going to be rolling this shit out. You're going to be rolling this for the whole hour long class. So, and then once you're done with rolling this the amount of minutes, and you pay your donation to the charity of the month for every minute that you're late, you're going to need to not disrupt the class to get back in. You're going to have to wait till there's a break in the action or something, or just jump into the flow and figure it out on your own. You can't sit there and expect a trainer to sit there and give you one-on-one personal attention because you were late, and neglect and say basically fuck you to all the people who were here on time, and just let them sit there and wait while you get your one-on-one private training session because you were late. That shit ain't going to happen. So you're going to need to either just figure it out without disturbing anyone's flow and workout, jump in right away immediately, or you're going to wait till the next break in the action, which sometimes the break in the action doesn't happen for a long time. So you're going to need to figure that shit out on the fly, or wait for a break in the action for the trainer to let you know where you need to go and what you need to do. So after that, and that's after you hit your 10 spins and pay your donation to the charity of the month. So now on to the next thing. In general, in the world, I hear especially on Facebook, whatever, you just hear people gossiping all the time, just talking shit about people. You start getting, if you're over the age of 12, just grow the fuck up. If you have like a problem or an issue or whatever, don't be a little bitch about it. Just be real, be transparent, and just bring it up. Like, Facebook makes me want to fucking choke someone sometimes with all the garbage that people vomit out of their internet mouths. We all know about those crabs out there. They see you losing some weight, they see you getting successful, gaining some confidence, starting to look and feel better, and you're starting to operate on different levels than them. And once you start getting in shape and healthier and more confidence, I guarantee it's also going to improve your professional life. So you start becoming successful because of your grueling dedication and your hard work that they don't see you do on a daily basis behind the scenes and in here busting your ass in your classes, working out, buying all those new fancy clothes you have that you can now fit into that you used to not be able to fit into, or your new peak physique pants that we have or whatever. So what do those fuckers do? They start talking shit about you. They start gossiping or whatever. Every one of you has people out there like that. Whether you know it or not, they're out there. You probably don't even know it. It's probably the person sitting right next to you right now at work. So just slap that motherfucker. Anyway, so I challenge you after this broadcast, after you're done watching this broadcast, obviously when it's over, you're going to watch this 3 or 4 more times because this is just so fucking awesome. But after you're done watching this a few times, and you're done commenting and sharing this video, what I want you to do is scroll through your Facebook feed. The first 10 people that come through, I want you to virtually assassinate that motherfucker. Just unfriend them, block them. The first 10 people that have something negative, talk some negative shit or blah, 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 something that drags you down, basically something that adds zero value to your life or your mission or your why, something that's not in the parameters of your why that we just talked about this whole time, drop those fuckers. Unfriend them, block them, get rid of them. I call it taking out the trash. I do it all the time. You just scroll through, see the people who are just dragging you down, people who aren't along for the ride in your mission, people that you know they would love to see you fail. You're starting to lose some weight, you lose 20, 30 pounds. They would love to see you break and just go on a binge and gain 40 pounds back. That would make their day because you know what? They're fucking losers. So half you after this will probably block me anyway. After I'm telling you this, I'll probably be the first one you block and unfriend, but fuck it. That's just the way it is. I don't really care. So maybe I'm not a good fit for you. Maybe you don't like our core values that I talked about. Maybe you don't like our whys. So if you're not a good fit for watching this or for peak physique culture, maybe it's not a good fit for you or it's not adding value to you or your life, then fuck it, lock me too. I'll survive, because you know what? I'll keep moving forward. I'll keep changing lives every day. So the second this is done, the second you're done watching this a few times, like I said, you're going to go and scroll down, find those crabs, and you're going to unfriend 10 people and block them that you just have no need for to be dragging you down. That is your task. I want to know about it. I want to see about it. Let's see if there's any questions on here. I can't see. You have some questions here. Let's see. What is the best time of day to work out? The best time of day to work out is whatever fucking time you're going to do it consistently and make it there. That's what the best time of day is. So if that's for you is 5 in the morning, that's the best time to work out. If that's the day you're actually going to make it there and do the workout and have the energy and do it your best, if it's 10 a.m., that's the best time for you. Whatever time is going to get your ass to the gym, that is the best time. It doesn't matter what time it is. And that leads right to the next question from someone else. It's perfect that it was a question. They said, if I work out late, can I eat after my workout? So even if you work out at our 8:15 p.m. class, a boot camp or a boxing class, and you're done at 9:15, you think, oh, I read in the books I can't eat after 7 o'clock. That's a bunch of bullshit. You need to eat after your workout. You need to refuel and start the recovery process. Now, you don't want to go having a ton of carbs and a bunch of sugar and fat and crap, but if you're having a good little protein meal, some egg whites, you can go to sleep on that. You could sleep on protein, you just can't sleep on carbs and fat. You could have egg whites right before you go to sleep, or a pure protein shake pretty much right before you go to sleep. All it's going to do is just help your body recover and refuel while you're sleeping and rebuild your muscles, repair your muscles. Another question. Is it true that diet is 90% of your results? Not necessarily. Obviously, it's a huge part of your results. We go with a 33% rule. Basically, you need 33% of your strength training, 33% of your cardio training, and 33% nutrition. All three need to be firing all cylinders. If it's just nutrition, have you ever seen those, or just diet? You see people all the time, they just could starve themselves and they just still are kind of out of shape, maybe not too fit or toned, definitely not strong, and a lot of times not healthy just because you're not eating enough, or maybe you're eating healthy, but you're losing weight. So to lose weight is not just about nutrition, 90%, no way. We talk about 33% of each. So 33% is your strength training. You definitely need your strength training. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get huge and big and bulky. Women always say, oh, I don't want to lift weights because I'm going to get big and bulky. That's another myth, bullshit, whatever. You can't get big if you don't eat big. So don't eat big and you won't get big. So the strength training is what's going to build lean muscle, boost your metabolism, trigger your metabolism, burn fuel and fat all day, which is then going to use that lean muscle you built when you're doing your cardio work, and that's going to go into your fat burning. You're going to use the muscle you built, that lean muscle you built, boost your metabolism, do the cardio training, which is then going to burn the fat, and that's going to be fueled by the nutrition. So it's just a whole triangle where you need all three pieces, equal amounts of each piece. So there's no 90% is just your diet. That's crap. You'll just be weak and out of shape and brittle and whatever. Let's see. If there's any questions on here. Pretty much done, but there's a ton of comments on here. I can't see these questions. If you have any questions, you can put them in the bottom here. If I don't get to them, I'll answer them in the post at the bottom. Someone said, what's your why? I went into that for like 20 minutes. You missed that. You got to go back and watch that. I was battling about that shit for a while. Can't wait to join. Well, tonight's a perfect chance. Tonight, Thursday night, yes, 6:15 is a free boxing class. You can come tonight, 6:15. So 4:15 boxing coming up right now. I'll be taking that class with you guys. 5:15 is boot camp class. 6:15 free boxing class. I'll be teaching that. And then 7:15 is boot camp. And then 8:15 class, you guys are going to have a special guest trainer at 8:15 class. So you're probably going to want to stay home. Let's see. Any other questions on here? What you laughing at back there? And in the bathroom. Why do I hear laughing come out of the fucking bathroom? In the bathroom. Laughing. Let's see. I don't know, there's a whole bunch of messages here. I'll be sitting here scrolling with my face all rubbed up against the phone for like 10 minutes looking through them. So I'll just go back in the comments. If there's any questions on there, I'll answer them. Someone's laughing over there. Great. Anyway, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. You can call, you can text, you can email. Don't forget, tonight is the free boxing bootcamp class, 6:15, totally free, not just a one-time thing. You can come to that every single week. You can never pay a dime and come to that. We've been doing it for almost 8 years now. totally free. Every single week you can come to that. And that's it for now. And see you guys. So we have our person who's in there pissing and laughing at me at the same time in the bathroom. And they have a question. So while they're laughing and pissing, what's your question from the bathroom?
Best way to get rid of belly fat.
Best way to get rid of belly fat is the 3 things we just said.
I was in the car.
You need the best way to get rid of belly fat. Well, first of all, you can't get rid of just belly fat, only belly fat. When you eat a cheeseburger, let me ask you, where do you put the fat from the cheeseburger on your body when you eat a cheeseburger? Do you choose where you want to put it? Do you say, okay, I want to put it in my pinky toe, so it's hidden under my fucking shoes?
I'd have giant boobs if I did.
She'd have giant boobs if she did. Awesome. Why don't you come over here for this question?
No.
I'm going to bring the camera for you in the bathroom if you don't come over here. If you have a question, you're looking now. We have another special guest. Don't what the fuck? Arm sensor. I can't be held responsible. What the fuck happens to you?
Brought to you by. I'm just kidding. Go. Continue.
So what's your question?
Best way to get belly fat.
So belly fat. So again, they might not have heard you or whatever. When you eat a cheeseburger or a jelly donut, not saying you eat it, but just say you did. And where do you choose to put it on your body? Where do you choose to put it?
I don't.
Do you put it where you want it to go?
I do not.
So when your fat comes off, it comes off wherever it wants to come off. You can... And another fucking laugher over in the little kiddie room, surrounded by a bunch of clowns. Anyway, when the fat comes off, it comes off wherever it wants to come off from. Wherever your mommy and daddy and your genetics make it come off. That's why you see different shaped people and all different kinds of people. So say you have this much body muscle in your stomach, and then this much fat on top of it. And you sit there, okay, I want to get rid of the fat in my stomach, so I'm going to do crunches every day, or I work my abs every day. You know what? You're going to look twice as big after a year. That's all you did. You're going to keep building muscle, and you're going to have the same amount of fat on top of it, because you can't choose when you lose fat. Like, say I worked one arm all day and never worked this arm. Do you think this arm's going to lose more fat? No, it's just going to build more muscle.
Okay.
It'll look bigger, it's going to be just as fat as the other arm. So you can't choose on your body where you lose it from. So you need to have your strength training dialed in, which is going to boost your metabolism. Then you can use that new lean muscle, like we just said, in your cardio training to go into fat burning.
Doing that.
And your nutrition, which we were always talking on all the time, is going to then fuel those, and it's going to be a synergistic little triangle, 33% of each. I don't high five, I pound. Pound that shit out. Look at that, we have a live question from the bathroom.
Thank you.
All right, any more questions down there? I think we're done. I think we're good. All right, no one's asking questions from the bathroom, so we're all good. If you have questions, put them in the bottom. I'll answer all your questions in the comments. That's it.